Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yes. About 3 hours ago, Standard Digital News captured this story. Juja MP George Koimburi has said he will fully work with the Jubilee administration. The MP was elected in May by-elections on a People's Empowerment Party, PEP ticket. Speaking after launching the construction of roads within Juja Township and Tora areas, Koimburi said the time for politics was over and that he was working closely with the government to deliver on his promises. That's George Koimburi, Juja Member of Parliament speaking. From that speech, ladies and gentlemen, some things comes out very, very clearly. It sends a very strong indication that this Member of Parliament might just be dumping Kielewe, Tanga or the Wheelbarrow Group, UDA Party, and joining Kieleweke or Jubilee Party. That comes out very, very clearly. But then now, somebody might ask, or maybe questions might be asked, why is this Member of Parliament changing allegiance after he won with a landslide margin and just remaining about 12 months to the next general election, or rather to the next election? Why can't he just remain faithful to the party that sponsored him to Parliament, and if possible, remain loyal to the Tanga group? Why is he changing allegiance after being overwhelmingly elected as the Member of Parliament, only remaining about 12 months to the next election? I believe, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many reasons for that. But I've looked at all the possible reasons and I've summarized them into 5 possible reasons as to why this Member of Parliament might be changing or shifting allegiance from William Ruto to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. The first reason, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that Koimburi, or this Member of Parliament, his heart, moyo wake, his heart has all along been in Jubilee. In fact, if you go through the whole publication, he's making it very clear that he has been a very good friend of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta for some times now. And so from that revelation alone, we can see clearly, ladies and gentlemen, that this Member of Parliament, his heart, even though he was elected a Member of Parliament through PEP, his heart as of now is still in Jubilee Party. His heart was in Jubilee Party and it's still in Jubilee Party. The only problem is that Jubilee Party gave out a direct nomination ticket to Mrs. Wakapei to contest for the Juja parliamentary seat by election. If Jubilee had called for a nomination, most probably this Member of Parliament Koimburi might have contested on a Jubilee Party ticket. But nonetheless, a direct nomination was given to Mrs. Wakapei, and he had to look for an alternative party that happened to be PEP. But his heart is still in Jubilee. Secondly, this Member of Parliament has looked at the bigger picture of Kambu politics, both historically and what might happen in the future. And he knows the ground will gravitate towards President Uhuru Kenyatta. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Kenya, and our politics largely revolves around one of our own, around personalities, ethnic kind of politics. If you look at 2002, when the mountain was split between Mwai Kibaki and Uhuru Kenyatta, all other Mount Kenya regions went with Kibaki. But Kambu district by then voted for Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So this member of parliament might have done his calculation and homework pretty well, and he knows that even if Mount Kenya was to desert President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, one place that will stick with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta at the right time is none other than Kiambu County. So this member of parliament is just trying to be smart. He is aligning himself to the most likable direction residents of Kiambu or even Juja constituency where he represents might be leaning towards as we head towards 2022 election. He's just trying to be smart and pragmatic. And then also thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, this member of parliament might be shifting alliance from Tanga to Jubilee because maybe the government might have initiated talks with him to cross over to Jubilee Party. That's also a possibility. Because if you look at the results of Juja parliamentary by-election, this man won with a landslide. In fact, he beat the Jubilee candidate with a very big margin, something that we never witnessed in Kiamba constituency. In Kiamba, the win was so narrow, too close to call. But this man won with a landslide margin. So maybe Jubilee Party or the government might have seen this MP as a very strong candidate or as a very strong leader on the ground. So they might be trying to lure him to Jubilee Party because they believe that with Koimburi or this MP on their side, then Koimburi stands to add some value to Jubilee Party on the ground. So the government side might have lured this member of parliament or the government or Jubilee Party for that matter might be keenly luring this member of parliament. And then fourthly, ladies and gentlemen, this member of parliament might not be interested in Uda and Tanga dramas. Being arrested today, abusing the government tomorrow, you are being sought after like antelopes. He might not be interested in that because as of now, Tanga seems to be a group under siege. It seems that they are being sought after like antelopes. So this member of parliament might really be reluctant to get into such kind of politics. And in fact, from his utterance, he might be reluctant to face the government head-on or even to face President Uhuru Kenyatta head-on. He's just trying to play safe to avoid such kind of dramas. And then fifthly, ladies and gentlemen, this member of parliament, Koimburi, with just about 12 months remaining to the next general election or to the next election, this member of parliament strongly believes that within the remaining 12 months, he can serve his people best or better if he aligns himself with the government, as opposed if he aligns himself with Uda or Tanga. Because Uda or Tanga as of now, and you can agree with me, ladies and gentlemen, that they are somehow acting like the opposition leaders. So this member of parliament believed that for him to initiate development projects in his Juja constituency, the only person or the only entity that can help him initiate those development projects and make sure that those projects are actually actualized is none other than the government or maybe the Jubilee Party. So he's just trying to align himself with Jubilee Party to serve his people. He believes he can serve them best if he works with the government. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, this statement or this move by this politician just confirms or shows the true nature of a Kenyan politician. Yes, a Kenyan politician, you are elected on one party, the next day you are in another party. Parties are just there to enable somebody get elected. After you have been elected, you dump the party and you go where your heart is. And also, on top of that point, ladies and gentlemen, It also shows the nature of this member of parliament. Because immediately Koimburi was declared Juja member of parliament elect, the following day, we saw him paying a courtesy call to William Ruto, and they had photos, instead of maybe paying courtesy call to Moses Kuria. So this member of parliament is also coming out as somebody without a stand. Somebody who cannot make a firm decision and stick by the decision. This shows that this member of parliament is somebody who is going. He can easily be confused or be lured, or maybe even be bored. That also proves the nature, or rather the personality of this member of parliament. He lacks a stand. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, having said all those, I believe there are so many reasons as to why this member of parliament might be changing allegiance from Tanga to Jubilee. I know there might be a myriad of reasons, but I strongly believe that those 6 are the most probable reasons as to why this member of parliament is most likely changing allegiance from Tanga to Jubilee. So for today, let me just leave it there. If you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, kindly subscribe and also give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And for those watching us for the very first time and you are outside of Kenya, kindly drop a comment and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. And to our continued fans and subscribers in this YouTube channel, I am very much humbled by your continued support. I'm very grateful, and may God bless all of you from where you are. May God give you good health, and may God bless you in other many different ways. Otherwise, thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana.